Who am I? It's quite the philosophical question that most people in American society today would not know how to answer, and I think I was one of them. We run through our lives, go to work, deal with the family, fall into bed at night exhausted, or in the morning as the case may be, and just continue to get up and do it again the next day. We don't stop to think about who we are or what makes us up. We just try to deal in the moment with everything that's happening. So I think it's an important thing to do and allow ourselves the self-reflection to figure out who we are from time to time. And this project kind of gave me that ability, enforced though it may be. So I'm hoping to take you on a journey through who I am, Teresa Stirk, and maybe at the end you'll be able to tell who I am more than just my picture on the screen. First, I am a wife and a family provider. Kind of sounds funny to have them together, but I couldn't figure out how to separate them. I got married to my husband in 1997. We've been dating for 6 years, and so even though we've only been married 13, in reality we've been together 19 years. It's amazing how those beginning years get lost once you get married. And I never imagined that I'd be where I am in my life today with him, is because he's had some medical issues. I've become the sole family provider. And that's not where I planned to be when I got married, but we all promised to stay together in sickness and in health. I guess for me it just came a little earlier. I am a follower of Christ. This is a big part of me. It's really through my faith that gives me the strength to go on and do what I have to do every day. Otherwise, why would we put ourselves through the daily grind that we do, knowing that He's there to support us and strengthen us, and we'll get to meet Him at the end of all of this. So really, this is a big part of me. What's amazing is I didn't grow up as a Christian. This is all something that came into my life later, and pretty much have to blame it on my husband. However, I can't imagine my life without it now. So it's pretty much part of who I am. I am a mother and teacher. Again, two things to me go hand in hand. Can't separate one without the other, because every single day that those children have been alive, we're teaching them something. Even if it's as simple as how to sleep through the night to as complex as how to read a book. So they go hand in hand together. I have 2 daughters, Trinity, who's 8, and Samantha, who's 6. There's a picture on this page that has them, of course, they're just a couple years younger, but I really, really love the picture because the 2 of them are hugging, and they just seem to be so close. Unfortunately, as they've gotten older, it's not as the same, but they still have some of those components in there, and I just want them to stay that way through the rest of their lives. The other picture on this page is my daughter, Samantha. Part of being a teacher is we homeschool our kids. And homeschooling is kind of like being a general contractor. There are some things that I sub out, and there's a couple of things I sub out that I am not so good on. And we actually do some classes through the museum. And one of them is about the Renaissance and medieval times, and they actually got to sword fight. And there's my daughter Samantha on the left, complete in her helmet and her shield that they made in class, and her little foam sword as they're getting ready to do a duel. It just, to me, really speaks to how much I can teach them in so many different ways that are beyond just the normal public school. And that's really my goal for them, is for them to just broaden their horizons in so many different ways that aren't available necessarily to everybody, but I'm determined to give to them. I am a book lover. I love to read voraciously. I can read a whole book in a day if I was given the opportunity. It's more about my time. But on the other hand, I kind of make it too. I read every night before I go to bed. It's part of how I power down to go to sleep. And it's just part of my life continuously. And because it has been, it's really made a big difference in how I've succeeded through my life. Learning has been a little easier because I'm able to read whatever I need to learn, and especially independent learning. I've learned so much ever since I've been out of school that I've taught myself from reading different books. So book reading has been a very big part of my life. And I'm hoping to instill that love of those books in with my children, to read them all the time. There's actually a picture we just took for this presentation of us reading Thanksgiving night before they went to bed. And that's kind of a usual thing for us, sitting on the couch, cuddled up under a blanket, especially in the winter, and reading. They love it. I love it. And I only hope it'll make them a better person.